Good morning, everyone. It's Sarah, the neuroscientist. Welcome to the Empowered Mind TV. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. It's been such a long time since I've been here, but it's great to be back. So I was doing these videos during COVID and then things kind of fell off. Oh, hi, everybody. I love it when people join. Good morning, Vanessa. It's nice to see you. Yeah, I love doing these videos, and it has been so long. But today I want to talk to you about procrastination. Procrastination is something that we all do. I work with really great clients. They're real go-getters. They know what they want in life. They know what they want to do and what they want to achieve. But for some reason, they kind of opt for low impact and they opt for low financial impact. Good morning, Jess. It's great to have you with me. So why do we do this? As entrepreneurs, why do we opt for the low impact and the low impact and the low financial impact when we want so much more from our businesses and from our lives? So today is a great topic. Good morning, everyone who's joining me. It's such a fun topic because, as I say, it doesn't matter if you're just starting out in business, if you've been doing it for 20 years, procrastination will always come in. So I want to talk to you first about what procrastination is not. Procrastination has been talked about, and sometimes people will say it's willpower or lack of willpower. And I have to say, as part of the brain, that is not correct, okay? So your willpower comes from your prefrontal cortex. So we know it's not that. Secondly, I've heard things like, oh, it's laziness. And again, I have to say, no. As a neuroscientist, I know that when we are in procrastination, we're not being lazy because that's your striatum part of the brain. So really, what is going on? So today I'm going to ask you wonderful people, tell me in the chat below, what are you procrastinating about? I know you're doing it because we do it all every day. If you can drop a comment below and just give me a little snippet of what you are procrastinating about today. Because it's, as I say, it happens all the time. And I have to say that we know the steps that we have to take. We know the things we have to do in our business. But for some reason, we make all the excuses and we tell ourselves so many lies. So procrastination, so if it's not willpower or lack of, if it's not laziness, then exactly what it is. Yeah, well, also, Vanessa, things that are difficult. Exactly. It is things that you find difficult. But the main reason, if anybody can tell me what the main reason is why we procrastinate, that would be absolutely great if you drop it in the comments below. Because the main reason that we procrastinate is because of fear. And it may surprise you when you're sitting at your desk and you're deciding to do big things in life. You feel great, you feel on top of the world, but why is fear coming in? And fear is coming in because it's in your subconscious. It's big projects with no clarity. Yes, it is fear, Jess, you're totally right, it is fear. And it's actually the fear in your subconscious. I love it, Jess, it's great. It's the fear in your subconscious. So what can we do, and what's going on in the brain while we're sitting at our desk with our big projects and our big to-do lists and our huge impact that we want to make in the world, and the great amount of money that we want to make so we can support our family, so we can give back to community, so we can build something amazing and leave a legacy. Well, basically what is happening is that we are stuck in this place of fear. But I have to say that fear itself is not the cause. We need to take a few steps back. And this is what I do with my clients, is we take those steps back. Yeah, we have the level of procrastination. And when they come to work with me, they'll say, I can't get out of procrastination. I've got X, Y, and Z to do, and I just can't seem to manage it. We take that step back and we say, what's actually going on? And what's actually going on under that next layer is subconscious fear. It's not like the big scary wolf is coming to get you. It's like all those bits of information that you have been drip fed into your subconscious over a lifetime is actually running the show for you. So we need to then take a step down and we need to say what's happening here. And often one of the great things to do is to journal on actually what is going on for you, what is holding you back. So I want to give you a great example of a client I had a few years ago. And her job was to phone lots and lots of people, cold calling basically. And what happened was she was absolutely terrified. She didn't like herself to be cold called. She didn't like the fact that she had to pick up the phone and speak to strangers, but this was her job and she needed to get out of her way. Basically, she needs to get out of her way. So when we are in that fear place, when we are not knowing what we're going to do, and everything is holding us back, we've actually got some chemical reactions going on in the brain, because our brain is designed to, first of all, keep us alive, and secondly, to keep us safe. And way, way further down the list is to achieve any goals that we may want or have, or any dreams that we want to achieve. So, yeah, we have a release of norepinephrine, epinephrine, cortisol, adrenaline. Everything in our bloodstream and released in our brain tells us that this is a bad idea and we are not to do it. And because our brain tells us this, we don't do it. So it's slightly different from actually saying something like... procrastination is different from indecision. Indecision comes first, where you literally can't decide what choices to take. But procrastination comes when you know what you have to do, but for some reason you just don't do it. So that's it. So it can crush earnings, it can destroy confidence, it can lead to depression. And these are the things that my client was finding when she had to pick up the phone and do this. And her backstory that she was running was that she didn't like the cold calling. She didn't like to be cold called. And basically, she was worried that of what people would think about her. So I want to know in the comments below, we've found out that it's fear, but what is your underlying fear? What are you really, really worried about when you are procrastinating and when you're in that level of fear? Because it's so different for so many people. So yeah, basically there's lots of different things we can do. And today, I'm just going to move this, hang on a sec. Today, I just want to let you know that there's two things, okay? First of all, if it's fear of being seen or other people's opinion, of being too loud and big in the world, that's your belief that somebody else is going to be judging you, okay? And I have to say, with all the love in the world, and what I say to my clients as well, yes, Jess, rejection, exactly. It's what other people think about you. You put your heart and your soul into your work and what you do, and you don't want somebody to just turn around and say, I don't want that, that's rubbish, I'm going to call you out. We go into imposter syndrome as well, like how am I able to do this? How can I charge for this work? People won't buy. What will people think? So these are all the aspects. Yes, exactly. And what other people will think. It's huge. It's huge for entrepreneurs. And it's one of the stumbling blocks that I help my clients get over, is because it is massive. And as I say, we do it every day. But the reason we do it every day is because this little bit of kit in here wants to preserve our lives, keep us safe, make life as simple as possible. But I have to say, when we are entrepreneurs, when we are entrepreneurial, particularly women who are going out and making a stand and big things in the world, we do have to get over ourselves. We do have to stop thinking about what other people think of us. We need to put our blinkers on, follow our own path, and just go for it, ladies. I have to say, it's the one thing. There is different tips and steps we can do to help you with that, but that is the one thing today. And the second one is, I would love you to do something really, really tangible. And it's what I do every day, and it's what I invite my clients to do every day. And I do this before 12 o'clock, okay? I write 3 things in the morning in my journal. which is my 3 to-do things that day. And they are of very high impact, and they are very high financial impact as well. And it can be scary, but our usual go-to thing is I'll do the simplest things first. I'll do the most low impact things first. I'll get all those out of the way, and then I feel like I've done something. And sometimes our brain actually thinks taking that massive chunk is just a bit too fearful. So we need to remember that I would love you to write your 3 things down every single morning of your high impact and high financial impact, because you are here to make massive strides in the world. You are here to be your own boss, and you are here to lead. I love working with leaders. I love working with your own for yourself. I see so much potential in ladies, and what really holds them back is the mindset, and it's the brain stuff. Sorry, Jess, I'm just going to read your comment. Do you write the action points, or do you actually journal on why it's important that you do it? Okay, I do write the action points because they're the 3 things that I will achieve before midday. As you know, I start my days very early. I get a lot of work done before the sun rises. But yes, I do. And what so I write my action points, and then I take action on my action points. And when I journal about what is holding me back. And then I can take my action points. So that's why I'm finding, if you do find it difficult to take those action points, you need to take a step back and say why. What is actually occurring, and why am I finding it so difficult? So I just want to give a quick roundup of today and say, so fear, procrastination comes from fear. Fear is part and comes from a subconscious part of the brain, which is working. It's like a tiny little almond. It's called the amygdala. This is where your subconscious fear comes from. You may not even know you have it. Lots of chemicals gets released, and lots of hormones get released throughout your brain and your body. Your brain and your body want to keep you safe. So although you think you're making great strides in the world and you want to do big things, your brain is actually programmed to keep you super safe and to stop you. Fear can be often what people think, and so I would say just get out of your own head, get out of your own way, make those 3 steps today, that 3 action plan steps. And if you're still being held back and worried, I would say journal on those. But before you do anything else, write those 3 steps and try and have them achieved, those high impact, high financial steps every single day. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I love these. I want to thank everyone that's been on, all the questions and all the interaction. And I want to let you know as well, if you've enjoyed this, if you love learning about the brain and entrepreneurship, and you want to know what's going on and how you can improve your profits and everything else that's happening in your business, I do have a brand new freebie that I want to tell you about, and it's basically the 7 brain science secrets that every entrepreneurial woman needs to know. You can actually get that from me. Just drop a yes, I want the freebie down in the bottom, and I will get that over to you. It's going to be ready by the weekend, so you can have that. After the weekend. I am so looking forward to bringing that out, and I want to thank you again today for joining me. Have a super day. Put those steps into action today, ladies, and I will catch you really soon. Take care. Bye for now.